Hey, how are you guys doing today? It's kind of chilly out here, so maybe by the time this gets broadcasted, it'll warm up a little bit. I hope so. Anyway, I'd like to talk to you about, a transformed life, a changed life. There's a guy by the name of Henry Ironside. Just a really cool author. He was a great Christian leader in the first half of the 20th century. And he was up in San Francisco and he was speaking at a Salvation Army meeting. And then somebody handed him a note that had come from the audience. There was an agnostic that was sitting in the audience and he wanted to debate Mr. Ironside. And so the note came to him. There's a lot of other things going on. At any rate, Mr. Ironside decided to accept the invitation for that debate. And he wanted to do it publicly. So after everything else was over, he walked up to the podium that was there and he accepted the invitation to debate Christianity with this agnostic individual. And he said on the one condition that he would bring two people whose lives has been totally transformed since they had become agnostic. And he promised that he would bring 100 people to that same meeting that their lives had been radically transformed because they had been converted to Christianity. An English biologist by the name of Thomas Henry Huxley coined that word agnostic in 1869. His premise was that you can't believe in God and you can't even discuss God because God can't be proved through science. That reminds me of a conversation that Jesus had with a scholar of his own day and age by the name of Nicodemus. Nicodemus wasn't getting what Jesus was saying. And so Jesus says, you know that the wind is blowing even though you can't see it. But you know it's there. The Apostle Paul in the book of Romans said, you know God's there just by looking at creation. Let me just share a couple of other verses with you really quickly. John chapter 5, verse 24 says, most assuredly, Jesus speaking here, I say to you, he who hears my word and believes in him who sent me has everlasting life, and shall not come to judgment, but has passed from death to life. One more. John chapter 10, verse 10. Jesus said, I've come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. Your life isn't going to change by not believing in God, but by believing in him and trusting in him. Broken marriages have been restored. Broken lives have been put back together again. The agnostic can argue all he wants, but it's only the person who believes in Jesus Christ that can look back and demonstrate a transformed life, a life that's gone from the gutter, headed for the grave, to the heights of all heights in heaven. The world all around about us is really a world of agnostics. And so it's up to you and me to share the truth and watch that truth set them free. Hey, let's go out and be a light for Jesus Christ today, okay? God bless you guys. See you later.